Today we're going to talk about why renting is not throwing away your money. So many people will say that when you're renting, you are basically just paying someone else's mortgage on a home and it is throwing money away, that you might as well just be owning a home. If you're going to be paying X amount towards your rent, you might as well be putting that into a house and building equity in the house. Yes, to some extent, but I'm going to go over some stats on my personal home, and some of it may be shocking. I also have a really cool way to build your credit score while you're renting and how to get your rent payments to go towards your credit score, which is amazing. Now, I am a homeowner, so I am not 100% against owning a home, but so many times I hear that people think that once they hit like 25, they should own a home, and that is not the case for everyone. So I'm going to go over some numbers and show you some reasons why it may not be for you, at least right now. Now, first thing is you are most likely not going to be putting as much equity to your home as you think you are. So many people think that they have a mortgage payment of $1,500 and that they're putting almost $1,500 towards equity in that home. That is not the case. Now, let me show you my real numbers. And my mortgage payment right now, every month, which includes my mortgage payment, my taxes, and my homeowner's insurance, is $2,387.75 a month. It's a lot. I live in South Florida. I live in West Palm Beach area of South Florida. So it is a little pricey, $2,000, depending on where you live in the country. Some people living in Alabama or like West Virginia are like, holy cow, that's expensive. And the people living in New York and California are like, that's cheap, girl. So it's all relative. But out of that, guess how much is only going to equity into my home? It's going to the principal of my home. Out of the $2,300, only $587.65 goes to equity. Only $500. So that means $1,800.01 is going to insurance, to taxes, and interest. Now, I have a 2.99% interest rate on my home. So I'm not paying a crazy amount of interest because we're not paying like 7% interest, but 2.99% and only $580 of that $2,300 is going to equity. So that throws the myth out the window that if you're paying $1,500 for rent, you might as well get a mortgage payment of $1,500 and then you're building all this equity. Nope. A lot more goes to the other things to run your home, like your insurance, your taxes, and your interest than you think. Next, I want to share with you how to increase your credit score with your rent payments. So if you have rent payments, you can actually use a tool called BoomPay, and I'll have them linked down below in the description. They are affiliates, so full transparency. This isn't sponsored, but it is an affiliate, so I do get a small commission if you use my link, which I really appreciate and helps me make more videos like this. But BoomPay is really cool. So what they do is they will take your rent payments and you will sign up and create an account. And then what they will do is they will report it to all 3 credit bureaus and they can help you to start raising your credit. Users have seen their credit score increase by 105 points. The average sees an increase of 28 points in just 2 weeks, which is amazing. You can get started in just 3 quick steps in under 10 minutes. So you're going to enroll in under 2 minutes. So you're going to verify your identity, add your rent details, and connect your bank account where your rent is paid from. Then they're going to report positive rent payments to the 3 credit bureaus. And then you're going to be able to see the impact on your credit report in as little as 10 days. And one thing that's really cool about BoomPay is that they will only report positive rent payments. So if you do miss a rent payment or you've missed one in the past, they're not going to report that to the credit bureaus. It's only reporting positive rent payments. And they have a 7-day money-back guarantee. But they are really cool. I wish this was around back when I was renting. I would 1,000% do it to help increase my credit score. So then down the road, you are able to have a higher credit score for when you want to buy a house, when you want to get a car. Sometimes even utility companies will check credit scores as well. So credit score is important. And if you can start increasing it while you're renting now, then down the road, if you do want to buy a house, then you can do that with a higher credit score. So check out BoomPay. They will be linked down below in the description. I have people in my personal life, my friends, my family, and then people in my email and my DMs that'll come to me and say, Kelly, I feel like I should have a home. I'm in my 30s, I'm in my late 20s, and I don't own a home yet. And I feel like I'm behind. And I think a lot of that is just society standards and media that puts this portrayal on owning a home is a sense of accomplishment and this and that. And yes, it is, but it's not the end all be all. And I really think that it can really set you back hard if you're buying a home when you're not financially stable. And so I want to just put your mind at ease. It's some things that you may not think about when you don't own a home that really could drastically affect you. So me personally, when we bought our home in 2019, our insurance was $3,200. $3,200. Now our insurance is, what is that, 4 years later, is $7,500 a year. $7,500 a year. And that is with no claims. And we have added impact hurricane windows to our home, which gave us a nice discount on our insurance. I think it was like a $1,200 discount that we got for having these impact windows that we put on our house. That was like $22,000 that we've added in the past couple of years. But our insurance has increased that much, and that is with no claims, but that's just the cost of insurance now. So if you didn't have that wiggle room in your budget, you would be screwed because your insurance would have gone up from $3,200 all the way up to $7,500 for us, which is absolutely insane. So be prepared for things to increase over time if you're a homeowner. Next is no emergency fund. So many people will get all excited about buying a house and they save, and they save all their money for their down payment and their closing costs, and then they buy their home, but they have no emergency fund. Now, if you have no emergency fund, that's really going to screw you over. I recommend people not even starting the buying process until they have 3 to 6 months, which they hear that and they're like, oh, like I just took like all the hope and the dreams out of them when I say that you need 3 to 6 months worth of an emergency fund before you buy a home. When you're a homeowner, you're responsible for everything. When you're a renter, if something breaks, it's okay. They're covered. The garbage disposal breaks, the air conditioning breaks, they'll fix it. Here in Florida, say we buy our home and a month later, 2 months later, our air conditioner breaks. We're screwed because that is not just a convenience thing here in Florida. If you don't have an air conditioner that's working, then you're going to get mold because our air conditioners are actually dehumidifiers as well. And they're more of a dehumidifier than they are even cooling the home. That's their main purpose, is to prevent mold. So if you go a week without an air conditioner here in Florida, you've got mold, and that's dangerous. That can cause really bad health issues, and it's just gross and bad and it's not good. So an air conditioner is vital here. So if you don't have the money for that in an emergency fund, it's not good. So really take into consideration having a 3 to 6 month worth of an emergency fund. And then, like I just said, if something breaks as a renter, they fix it. Since we bought our home, we have replaced our garbage disposal, we have replaced our refrigerator, we've replaced our washing machine. What else have we done? We've done a lot of like little things as well. We've got new windows, but all of those except for the new windows, our renter, our landlord would have fixed for us. So take into consideration that over the years, and our AC has had major stuff happen to it as well that we've had to put money in. So we've had to put probably, I would say $5,000 to $7,000 of home fixes into our home since we bought it 4 years ago. So take into consideration an emergency fund, and that right now, if you're renting, your landlord is going to fix a lot of those things that you won't have to. And a lot of times it's like, oh crap, middle of the night, this is bad, and having to figure it out and fix it. Another pro of renting, which not always, but most likely, is access to amenities. So you may have a pool, or you may have a fitness center, or a playground, or a park, or basketball courts, or tennis courts that you have access to, whereas if you had a home, to get those amenities, you would have to pay an HOA. So that is one amazing benefit of an apartment or a condo that you are renting, or even a home that you're living in. Most likely, it's going to have extra amenities that you can take advantage of. Whereas if you were a homeowner, to get those same amenities, you would have to pay an HOA, which is not always fun. And then HOAs that can be very controlling. We live in an HOA. We don't pay a lot for it. We pay $1,000 a year for our HOA. So it is pretty affordable, but they are picky. Like, they've gotten on us. If our pavers in our front around our flower beds that need to be power washed, then we get it. Or if our driveway needs to be power washed, or our mailbox needs to be power washed, then we get a notice. Or our palm trees, if there's dead palms hanging from our palm trees, we're hearing about it. So that's one thing about HOAs that you have to deal with. But amenities are amazing when you are a renter. Now, I want you to throw out society standards. I want you to throw out the pressure that you may be getting from your family, from your parents, from your neighbors, from your coworkers of why aren't you owning it? Why are you throwing away money renting? Send them this video and say, no, Kelly said I am not throwing money away. It is a wise decision. If you're a homeowner and something major happens, you may have to put that on a credit card and then it's going to be 20-something% interest that you're paying on top of it. No. And you can get way behind on your bills, way behind if you are buying a home too prematurely. So please don't do that. And I am here for you, and I don't think that you're throwing away money. So please put your mind at ease with that. Now, let's keep the conversation going. If you want to see 5 side hustles that you can do from home, how you can increase your income, create new side hustles, create new streams of income, check out this video here. And if you want to learn about investing for beginners, what order to invest in so you know that you are doing it in the proper order, super basic video for beginners. If you want to start learning about investing in a super easy to understand way, check out this video here.